The House of Representatives adopted the final version of the budget Thursday, only that might not be the one it needs. The vote was 226-197 with just 13 GOP defectors. All Democrats voted nay. The 13 Republican noes represented a blend of moderate members from swing districts as well as arch-conservatives. The new Republican majority in Congress made a commitment to the American people to provide positive solutions to the nation's challenges, trumpeted Budget Committee Chairman Tom Price, R-Calif. The budget is a different course, boasted House Majority Leader Kevin McCarthy, R-Calif. It's the foundation for a strong American future. But here's the problem, even as top Republicans heralded the budget accord, House Speaker John Boehner spoke recently of the need for another agreement. He specifically invoked the Ryan-Murray Budget Pact of late 2013 as a potential model. If there is a way to reduce mandatory spending in a way that would provide relief to the sequester like we did with the Ryan-Murray budget plan, have at it, opined the Ohio Republican. First, some background. Ryan-Murray refers to then House Budget Committee Chairman Paul Ryan, R-Wis, and then Senate Budget Committee Chairwoman Patty Murray, D-Wash. Following the calamitous government shutdown in fall 2013, Ryan and Murray authored a bipartisan budget framework to prevent the process from repeating itself over the winter. Congressional budgets aren't binding, but they do establish a top-line spending figure to establish the size of the pie with which lawmakers must work when dividing up scarce fiscal resources and the assets available to run the day-to-day operations of the federal government, be they at the Pentagon, the Department of Housing and Urban Development or the Department of Veterans Affairs, are limited due to sequestration. Sequestration is the set of mandatory, across-the-board austerity measures that chops billions of dollars in spending. While some conservatives embrace the sequester, others realize it makes it very hard to operate the federal government at such stark spending levels. Nobody will ever describe Ryan-Murray as one of the all-time great congressional legislative compromises. But it was more than serviceable. It was precisely what many lawmakers from both parties called for in late 2013 to stave off an additional shutdown crisis. At $85 billion, the Murray-Ryan package backfilled $45 billion in scheduled sequestration cuts for fiscal 2014. It eliminated $20 billion in fiscal 2015. Many members deemed that infusion essential because sequestration was especially brutal in those years. Ryan-Murray has no application quite like that in fiscal 2016, the spending cycle in which Congress currently preps appropriations measures. Sequestration remains in place. However, the total size of the pie with which Congress gets to work in fiscal 16, under what's called discretionary spending not including entitlements such as Medicare, Medicaid and Social Security, grows from $1.013 trillion last year to $1.016 trillion now. The needs are bigger now, said one senior congressional aide who asked not to be identified. And sequestration remains. That's the trouble. These numbers don't even meet inflation, groused House Appropriations Committee Chairman Hal Rogers, R-Calif, the man charged with shepherding 12 spending bills to passage by October 1 to avoid a government shutdown. There's a realization by people we have to do something, the Kentucky Republican said. We can't pass bills at these sequestration levels. New York Representative Nita Lowey, the top Democrat on the appropriations panel, shouted, "Let's get real. We know these bills aren't real and they aren't going to pass at these spending levels." Rogers and Lowey face a conundrum. Sequestration compels them to write the spending bills at the limited figures. But those numbers are so low that the lawmakers could struggle to find the votes to pass the measures. That's why Boehner intrigued reporters when he invoked Ryan-Murray at a press conference last week. "I'm interested in this Ryan-Murray idea you're floating," said Andrew Taylor of the Associated Press. "I didn't. I'm not floating it," replied Boehner, drawing laughter from the press corps. But the worst-kept secret on Capitol Hill now is that it's likely a new agreement is needed, one that could conceivably tag the just-agreed-to budget plan. "What's going on the floor is show," conceded one member of the GOP leadership when asked about the spending bills. "This is all to eat up time. Until lawmakers find some way, or better yet, a need to craft a deal that helps maneuver around sequestration. We're heading toward getting rid of the sequester," Lowey predicted. Such an agreement is basically impossible unless the White House is willing to support additional entitlement reform without tax hikes, said Mike Steele, a Boehner spokesman. Hal Rogers was doubtful of any possible deal.